Hello, ESGNation, and welcome back to another episode here of the Road to Glory series with Bryce Calhoun as we are in week 6 of the college football season. We're currently 3-0 with the Kennesaw State Owls, and today we are going to be hosting the Miami of Ohio RedHawks. As you see there, they've been on a, they were entering the game there against Western Michigan on a 2-game losing streak before they, of course, are on their way of getting a win against them last week. There you see Michigan State, or I should say Western Michigan, coming up short there. Of course, outscored them in the fourth quarter, but Miami of Ohio did a really good job in the first half, scoring 28 points, 28-7 to be exact, in the first half of the game, and then pretty much played some pretty decent, solid defense, and scored once in this in the fourth quarter there, scoring 35 there to get the ball game. Escobar, of course, their quarterback, 232 yards, 3 touchdowns. He was 19 of 35, and of course, their Jordan Bronson, 12 carries for 73 yards, no rushing touchdowns there for him. He had 4 broken tackles, and of course, he had one carry that went over 20 yards. And then Perry for them had 2 touchdowns on 7 catches for 82 yards in that game. So pretty decent game there for them. Wasn't explosive or anything there. For the most part, it seemed like they just had connected pretty well had a pretty balanced run-pass game. And they would like to try to see if they can do that same thing here again today against us. And of course, the RedHawks right now on a 2-game winning streak. Like I mentioned, they're currently 1-0 in the MAC, and of course 2-2 overall in college football right now. So they are playing pretty well. You got Yarbrough and a couple other players here. Some of their defensive players had a nice game as well. By far here, nobody really crazy. I guess you could say the guys that could have given us problems there defensively, the middle linebacker as well as the right end, could give us issues there. And of course, they have a pretty decent center who has some pretty solid speed there. But I think we can probably have a good mismatch there, especially if he is matched up with Christian Moss, who has been playing very well as of late. And that, of course, that all stems to our boy Caleb, or I should say Bryce Calhoun. As Bryce, of course, last week, or I should say the 2 weeks, the last episode, but the previous week we had a bye week, but the last episode you seen him play against UMass, 13 of 29, 241, 3 touchdowns. He had 6 carries for 20 yards, as well as a rushing touchdown. And of course, talking to Bryce leading up to this game here, he says, hey, I just want to basically have a game like we had against UMass, copy and paste, and try to do the same result this week in this game. And of course, try to improve myself week to week. And his dad pretty much said the same thing, and pretty much agreed with what his son was saying, that he just wants to see his son do the same thing every single week, but get better, get improve better, take some bigger shots here. Looks like by far the deep shots they've been making towards Christian Moss, who I mentioned earlier, been playing very well. Those two have been connecting very well on those deep passes here, and I'm sure we'll see some of those of the same, as well as Binyard, who is their halfback. He's been playing very well there. We'd like to see him get the ball a little bit more, especially helping out in that running game. Of course, to open up the playbook and, of course, take some of that pressure off of the QB for have to make every play. We're trying to do our best to kind of keep Bryce under somewhere between 30 to 35 attempts in a game. As we'll take a look here and see this one. This is a nice run here from Binyard as he's going to take this one out. And, of course, he's going to get a very nice carry there, get us a huge first down. So we're on the 42-yard line, our own 42, after that play. And we'll hand off to Binyard here again. So get stopped there in the backfield. That's going to be a loss of 2 on the play. We'll try to see what we can do here on this 2nd and 12. We're on our own 41. As we'll see a quick pass there. That's going to get zipped there. And unfortunately, it's going to be dropped by the halfback. So let's try to see what we can try to do here on this 3rd down, 3rd and 12. Quick pass there on screen. That's going to go to the halfback here. He's going to get to the first down marker and, of course, cross the 50 for the first down. So far this drive, these first couple of plays here on this drive, looking very successful and looks very positive for us to move this ball here as we see another great run here. This one going down the left side there. Beautiful run. As we'll see, great carry there. I believe that was the backup that time there who ran that one. Now we'll see a quick pass there. That's going to go to Christian Moss, and Christian Moss has the catch, and he is gone. He's going to take that one to the house. Touchdown, Kennesaw State, as the Owls get the first points of the day. Great pass there between these two. And like I said, this has been a great I think just kind of stemming off from last season, going into this season. These two have really worked out here for the most part here. I think, at least talking to Coach Calhoun, he says that, hey, these two have been working on their timing quite often, especially about a month after the season ended. They were out there on the practice field just working on their timing, seeing how they can sync up and get down the field and try to move the ball as best they could with those two, and of course the rest of the offensive team. As we'll see a quick pass there, and of course University of Miami, I should say Miami University of Ohio. Of course, I believe this is the first time we've played against them, and of course they play in the MAC, and they're a pretty good ball club here, and they're pretty successful of their own. As we'll see a quick pass there, that's going to go to our tight end, who cannot complete that pass, so it's going to be an incomplete. As we'll see now, we're on their 39-yard line. 2nd and 10 here for Calhoun, who is dropped back in here. This is going to be a handoff there to Binyard, as he'll get a few yards there on the play. So now 3rd and 8 coming up. Obviously, this is going to be a passing situation here. We'll see what they'll try to do. As we'll see a play action here. And, we got to get rid of this one here quickly, but too late, as the defense read that one very well. Got hold of us on that play and forced us to punt. So now we get the ball back here with 3:25 left here in the first quarter. So far, a 7-0 ball game, and really, truly, Miami of Ohio is they're a pretty legit team. They are really good at sniffing out the run, as you've seen here so far. We haven't really got a running game going. And also, too, they've been doing a great job there getting to us in the play action. Of course, that doesn't really mean too much, as our offensive line is not the greatest at times, especially when it comes to the play action. We've, of course, obviously seen here in the course of this series so far. But hopefully, here in the next at least 2 years here that we have left with Bryce, hopefully he'll get better. So we aren't able to do anything there. We punt the ball, and, of course, Miami of Ohio there scores 3 points of their own with a nice field goal here. And then you see a handoff like this. This one's going to go all the way down to the sidelines there. That's going to get to the 31-yard line, as Gabriel Binyard there makes another big run. We've seen this quite often this season and, of course, last season. And he just takes off. He just a rocket out of the backfield. 42-yard run there for him. That's going to be a big run. And that's going to set up for us a chance now to try to do something here in the passing game. So we'll try to see what we can do here. Ball on the 31-yard line. Of course, obviously, our go-to guy is going to be Christian Moss. But, of course, you got Kent and a couple others. You got Bohammond, who can help us out as well. So see, actually both Bohammond brothers usually are out there on the field. But we'll see what we can try to do. That was another great catch, getting us another first down. And here we'll see this is going to be an option, and they hand that one off there. That's going to be a few yards there on the play. So now we're inside the 20, and with, of course, a 4-point ball game here. And, of course, try to get 6 points on the board here is our goal. As we'll see in play action here, looking back here, throwing this one up. That's going to be tossed, and it's going to be caught there near the 8-yard line for a 3rd and 3. So now, try to see what we can try to do in this one here. And don't even really do nothing too fancy or flashy, but hey, why not? Let's give it to our big boy here as Binyard gets into the end zone there. He started this drive off with a big run there. Let's let him finish it off with a touchdown, as the Owls on the board here once again, as they take a 2-possession lead here. It's going to be a 14-3 ball game, as we're currently going to be leading this one by 11. As Binyard here just does a great job finding just a wide open gap there, getting himself in the end zone for a touchdown. First touchdown today for him, as we'll see. Now we're back on the field here with 7:14 left, and we got to get rid of this football there, as we just have to throw it away. Try to find Binyard there on that little screen play that just could not roll out quick enough to get our feet set up there to throw that one. So 2nd and 10, and we'll see now drop back here from Calhoun. He's going to throw this one up there. That's going to be caught, and that's going to be a first down here for the Owls. Nice play there. I believe that was to Kent on that play as he gets the first, as he dives over there. So now ball their own 30, 1st and 10. As we'll see a handoff now, and this was just a bad handoff as the offensive line just kind of pretty much just folded in and let the RedHawks there attack us pretty good. So now we'll see what we can try to do here on this 2nd and 11. Again, Calhoun here just trying to look for a play down the field, but he can't, as the line, of course, lets a run defensive back in there getting hold of our quarterback and causes a huge mess there. So that's a big loss there for us, as we're looking now for a 3rd and 25 coming up here. And I don't know what you call here on this sort of down here, but you got to call something. So we try to just throw this one as deep as we can as we try to find Bohannon, but he just could not connect on that one, and that's going to force us to punt. So we get the ball back pretty quickly here. This time they put us here at our own 1 yard line, and now here Binyard here realized, hey, I got to get out of this backfield here. They're already breathing down my neck here. So he goes ahead and makes a nice run, makes some nice space there for us here on this 1st and 10. Ball on their own 12-yard line here, and again, hand it off to him as he again just does a great job there getting some space. 2-minute warning now coming up here, as of course Miami of Ohio, I believe they have 1 timeout remaining. And we'll see what Calhoun can do here. Try to see if we can try to at least get some kind of score here before we get to the half. As, 3 points would be great. That'll put us up with at least a 3-point possession, or 3-possession lead. But we'll see. Calhoun here again drops back. That's going to be a pass, and that's going to be up the middle. Nice catch as he finds Wallace there on the quick throw and catch there. So now ball on the own 30. Calhoun drops back here. He sees the runner or the defensive back coming out right at him. Throws this one, and that's just a great throw there to the halfback as we get that one now to the 30-yard line of the RedHawks, and a timeout is going to be called, and I believe that'll be Kennesaw State actually will call that timeout. So now 36 seconds left here before we get to the half. We'll see a 1st and 10. Calhoun drops this one back. He's going to throw this one, and he just tried to get that one far enough there to Wallace to get to, but Wallace tried to dive for that one, and unfortunately will come up short. So now 2nd and 10. The ball on their 30-yard line. Calhoun here drops back here, throws that one up there. That's going to be caught. It actually was caught and tipped, and then just could not get to it at all after that one. So definitely a nice try there, but unfortunately come up short. Now we'll see a deep pass here from Calhoun. He'll throw this one up there, and that's going to be a touchdown for Moss. That's Christian Moss gets that great catch there doing the Heisman pose. It'd be nice if we can get him a Heisman, but right now we'll take 6 points. It's even better as we extend this lead here with just 20 seconds left before we get to the half. Christian Moss gets his 2nd receiving touchdown of the day here. Great throw there, and just great job there, as they're really doing excellent job taking those risks going down the field. So now here 1st and 10 here we go, start of the second half. Calhoun runs this one here looking for a play, and he cannot find nobody as he'll get hit with an 8-yard loss. We come back and get those 8 yards back. We're back at the original line of scrimmage here on this 3rd and 10. So now we'll try to see if we can try to get this one past the 50 to get the first down and get into RedHawk territory. But we'll see a pass there. That's going to be zipped to the tight end, and he is going to be able to hold on to it for a nice first down. Great job there from Kent on the catch. As now we'll see here on their 45-yard line here, a new set of downs for Kennesaw State. And a handoff now from the halfback there, and he'll get a few yards on the play. And now we're looking at a 2nd down here. And of course, we've been pretty much playing a great game here today. We'll see if we can keep it up, as now Kennesaw State runs it again. And that's going to be now a 3rd down. So a 3rd short coming up here. I imagine they'll probably try to maybe stay on the ground here, but of course we could try to make a quick screen pass here, and that's exactly what they're going to do with Kent, as he's going to run this one there, and that's going to be a catch. That's going to move him to the 28-yard line for a first down for Kennesaw. So the Owls now here are still on the attack, ready to try to pounce and try to make a nice swoop over to the end zone here. We'll see what they can try to do here on this first down as they'll hand off again. That one's going to be ran, and that's going to be a 5-yard carry, just enough there to get us a 2nd and 5. So this drive really moving around here. We really took control of this drive after that sack, and there you see we get hit again. This time we're back up to our own 25. Yeah, that was tough. So we end up we actually dropped back to our own 40 there. So big loss, as now we'll have to, of course, punt the ball. We'll get a new drive here coming up. They're able to score their 7 points of their own, making it now a 21-10 ball game. Calhoun here drops back, throws this one up there. That's going to be tipped and incomplete. And thank goodness he did not catch that. Calhoun actually, oddly enough, he has not threw a touchdown since week 2. So that's been roughly about 4 weeks ago. And he's been pretty solid since then. So that's it for the third quarter. As we go to the fourth and final quarter one right now, Kennesaw State still have the lead, but looks like the RedHawks trying to make this game a little more interesting. It is 21-13. We got to get the fourth quarter going here for us, as we need to score. So we were not allowed to score at all in the third quarter. No surprise there. But as we see a nice run, that's going to be a nice carry there. As we're looking at a 3rd and 2, ball their own 42-yard line. Hand off again there to Benyard. Benyard trying to get to that first down marker, but he's going to get cut short. And that's going to be, of course, they force us to punt. So we're back having the ball on our own 1-yard line as their punter's just pretty much spectacular there, putting us in a coffin kick sort of way. And so we'll have now the ball on the 4-yard line. So now here on 2nd down, handoff again. And of course, just have Benyard just try to do his best, try to get as much spacing as we can here on this 3rd down. 3rd and 6 coming up. Ball on their own 5. Pass up the middle there, trying to get this one to the receiver. He catches it, and that's going to get us to the 11. So a new set of downs here for us. As, of course, we're trying to get this 1-possession lead here, trying to turn to 2. This is going to be a deep pass there, of course, to Christian Moss. And Moss is going to just moss the defender there. A great play as he gets a huge first down on that one. That's going to be a 1st and 10. And that's going to help just move the chains here big time. As we see a great play there. 54 yards on that pass. What a play there. What a throw. And not to mention a great catch there, being covered there pretty well by that corner. So first down here coming up after the big play. We'll see what Calhoun will try to do this time around. As he looks like he's going to keep this one on the ground. He's going to find Benyard. As he'll get a few yards on that carry. 3rd down coming up. 3rd and 6 to be exact. Ball at the 31-yard line here of the RedHawks. RedHawks defense having a really tough time here trying to get us off the field here in this drive. But nonetheless, we find the receiver there, and that's going to be a great play there by Bo Hammond as he gets the catch. And that's going to put another first down here for the Owls. So now ball at the 21-yard line. And we'll see a quick pass there. That's going to be zipped, thrown there, and that's going to get us enough to get inside the 10. Should mark us around the 9-yard line. I believe that was Kent on the catch again, as he's had quite a few targets as well here today. He's had also a couple drops as well, but nonetheless, here he's playing really good, especially when we need him there. As we see Benyard again making a nice carry there for us. As we'll see now, a 2nd and goal coming up here. We're on their 3-yard line. And in situations like this, you can pretty much call whatever you want, especially with 3:22 left. Calhoun drops back here, throws a quick, sharp pass there. That's going to be a nice slant pass, and that's going to be in the end zone there. Touchdown, Kennesaw State, as they're able to score again, getting themselves in the end zone. Great finish there. It's going to be a soon to be 28-13 ball game with 3:18 left here as Blake Boheman picks it up. And there you see a great job there of staying on the inside of that pass, and actually had to throw it kind of behind him there to really get that ball to him. We'll go now here to another set of new downs here for us as we get the ball back here quickly. Actually, a quick turnover from Miami of Ohio. So now we get to the 2-minute warning here. I think they're going to go ahead and take the 2-minute warning, and they're going to take the ball at the 35-yard line. So 2 minutes left here, first and 10. Try to see if we can try to do something here on this play here. And nice carry there, and that's going to stop the clock as the RedHawks just trying to keep any time left that they do have for themselves here on the clock, as they still are going to be down by 2 possessions regardless if they do get the ball back here with over a minute left here in the game. So now 3rd and 9 coming up here, ball at the 34-yard line, handoff again to Binyard, and Binyard there of course runs this one for a carry there, and that's going to be enough for a new set of downs. So no timeouts left for the RedHawks, as we're looking to pretty much just sit on this one here as we're in victory formation, counting down the final seconds of the play clock here, and we're going to of course snap this one, and that should be your game, as Kennesaw State is going to be able to walk out of here in their own home. 28-13 is going to be your final here today, as Bryce and company get a nice win here. Nice job there from him. And of course, Christian Moss, the senior wide receiver, 5 catches, 128 yards, and 2 receiving touchdowns, makes him the player of the game. Nice day there for him, and a nice performance from all the Kennesaw State Owls here today. Great job there. Defense played very well. Offense protect us a little bit more. I think, honestly, I think a couple times there, some of those were coverage sacks. I think I just held onto the ball too long, obviously, and just trying to find a play down the field, and nobody was covering. I just, wasn't thinking. Just trying to see if I can make a play, but then realize, like, okay, don't throw it. Whatever you do, don't throw it. Try to get field, but we got caught. And of course, they're, I will say they're some of their DNs and obviously, I think it was their DNs. They just blew the line up a lot of times when they got a hold of us. And that was really made me nervous, especially in that 3rd quarter when we couldn't score. I'm like, oh boy, we gotta be able to score here. We cannot be, not scoring anything. Of course, we didn't score, but we're able to make a decent drive there in the 4th quarter, and of course got back in the driver's seat. And of course, defense did a great job there of holding them to 13, and of course not letting them score there in the 4th quarter and help us get the win. So nice day there. Of course, you see +2 in turnovers. They had -2 as they got picked off twice in the game here. So nice job there from defense. I will have to say, our defense really did a great job there, holding the game up for us and getting us a chance to, put some drives together, especially that drive that we got down there, and we're able to get to Moss there to score that big touchdown there. That was really nice. So, but for the most part here, it was a really good game. Really enjoyed it. And like I said, interception-wise, really nice. It's really nice not to be throwing interceptions. We're actually, I feel like me personally, I feel like I'm reading the game very well. I haven't, well, actually, no, I took the last update recently here. Yeah, they've been updating the game here some. And of course, I'm using Mat 10 sliders that I use both, not just in the Road to Glory series, but I also use them in Dynasty mode as well, and they've been pretty good. I know he's recently, I think, updated his sliders for this game, and of course, as well as if your guys follow him in FIFA or FC, he also recently redid his sliders there. I believe there should be a link. If not, I'll try to remember if I can put one there. But there's a link to his slider set for college football 25. Pretty good slider set. He's a good guy. Definitely got to follow him on YouTube or on Twitch. He does a great job there of making good, realistic slider sets that are fun and exciting at the same time. So, but yeah, for the most part here, I feel like this was a solid game for us. Really feel like I got a lot of out of I don't know why I keep on calling him Blake. He does have a brother named Blake, which I'm working on that series at some point here. But Bryce did a great job of throwing the football and just showing off what he can do with his arm, and we're not getting much love from the national media, but that's fine. That's all good and everything. We like to be the underdogs, and we really enjoy that. Escobar 10 of 26, 1 at 64, a touchdown and 2 interceptions there on him. We did a great job there defensively against him. There you see their halfback there, 12 carries for 62 yards, 2 broken tackles. His longest run was 33 yards. Of course, Escobar there, 5 for 7. I wish we could have Bryce this be a runner, a scrambler. I am kind of working on that, trying to save up those skill points there to kind of get him some speed so we can kind of, duck out if play happens to break down or something. And I want to, move the ball, especially if it's a short yardage, like, 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4. Kind of just like, okay, let's just, let's just drop back and then just take off as quickly as we can. We did some of that last season, but yeah, his speed is just, to me, is just too slow. So we definitely have. Of course, he is not really built for that because he does have some caps to his speed, but we definitely have to figure out a way to get him just a little bit more. He got a couple errors in his game where he can take some points there for boost his speed up and acceleration, but yeah, we definitely need to update that some. There you see a nice win streak here. This is a beat reporter from the local media, and he wants to know what's the biggest contributor to success. And you know what? We're just gonna be legit. It's our team. The team is playing very well, and we have to give it to everybody. Everyone is doing their part, and everything's falling into place. So, he's hoping that they can build on that week to week and continue, building wins. So speaking of wins, last year we did not get a win against these Hilltoppers, and we play them against them again. So I believe this will be our first Conference USA matchup, first game of the season. We'll take on Western Kentucky as they're 4-1, 2-0 in the Conference USA. Last year we came up short in that game, and this year we are going to be hosting that game. And of course, Bryce and all them remember that game. It was a tough loss, but nonetheless, they know that they're still feeling it, and they like to get revenge on the Hilltoppers in the next video. So stay tuned for that. As like I said, we're 4-0 in week 7, and hopefully we can, this is going to be a home field advantage for us. We'll be at home for this game, so we're hoping to take advantage of the crowd and pick up a win. So if you guys did enjoy today's episode, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you happen to be new. And of course, don't forget to hit that bell notification so you guys can be notified of this series or any other series here on the channel. Of course, you can follow us on social media down below. And of course, you can follow us also on our second channel here, or I should say our main channel here on YouTube. Check us out on ESGN, over on ESGNet, as well here on ESGNet Plus LP, as we got some great content over there with our Highland Scotties Team Builder series there on the main channel. And of course, we got other great content as well. Got Madden on both channels, and of course FC 25 as well that we're currently going through. So great content on both channels. Definitely go check it out. Both support both. A lot of videos on the main channel come out on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, and of course the second channel comes out on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and the weekends. So definitely check out both channels if you guys can do that. I greatly appreciate it. But that's it for me. Definitely come on back for more Kennesaw State football here in the Road to Glory series here with Bryce Calhoun as we take on the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers in the next video. As always, guys, keep yourselves healthy, and I will see you all next time.